From March 10 to April 28, 2012, I had the great pleasure of exhibiting 18 studio drawings and 17 on-site drawings at the Ruth Baggetts Gallery, 1025 Jefferson Street, Paducah, Kentucky. This video documents some of the works in this show. This is Ruth Baggetts Gallery, Gallery 1025. This drawing is titled, Make More Spaceships. It's about the importance of continuing to explore our solar system and the universe beyond. The title of this drawing is, When we use the word universe, we mean everything that exists. In the summer of 2009, while traveling in Italy, I photographed this mosaic floor in Pompeii. It later became the structure for this drawing. These are on-site drawings from Italy. These are from 2009, this one's from 2006. And this is a studio drawing, again, from a scene in Venice. This drawing would have been also 2006. And it's interesting to see the studio drawing and on-site drawings next to each other like that. There's all that drawing of the water that I like to do so much that I just never get tired of doing. It's just, here it is again. It's all that in water. I can just do those kinds of lines forever. And then the contrast of the architecture is something that it's really become more important for me in recent years. Actually, since I've traveled and drawn in Italy for 3 summers. This is one of the Italy on-site drawings included in the show, which features a study of moving water and architecture. I photographed this bridge, 35mm slides, projected the slide onto this piece of paper. I actually had 3 projections and kind of wedded those 3 images together into this composition. And of course we know a bridge is a symbol. Bridges symbolize things. And I like the idea of having a private bridge. I thought that was pretty interesting. And this was an assembly of flags. Don't know that it looks like that necessarily. And they were all flower boxes along the walls. This was a doorway that was set back a little bit further. And the ever-present small little boats in the water. So the banner alone here says, Ponte Privato, Ponte Privato. And it goes right over here, and it turns into private bridge. Ponte Privato, private bridge. This on-site drawing was made during my 1999 travel to the Bandelier National Monument, New Mexico. This is a view from the Frajoles Canyon overlook. This portrait was drawn by Randy Simmons and was featured in the show. This on-site drawing from 2005 is a view from the north rim of the Grand Canyon. These drawings were in part based on a lot of things that I read in the I Ching back in those days. And all the titles originate from different hexagrams of titles of the hexagrams of the I Ching. And so they were very mysterious to me. It's called Sometimes a Volcano. There's a place in Oregon called Crater Lake. And it is an extinct volcano that became a lake. Water from the rain and the snow would go in, and there was no way for it to go out. And then there was a volcanic island that came up into the center of the lake, and that's what this is. This is called Wizard Island. And in that volcanic cone is yet another cone. So essentially, you have a volcanic cone, which is a lake, and then you have another island, which is another volcanic cone in the middle of the lake that has its own volcanic cone. I think that's pretty amazing. These drawings are called Letting Many Things Pass, number 1 of 2 and number 2 of 2. Number 1 of 2, number 2 of 2. And here you have the head of the bird and the tail of the bird and a chicken carcass walking off the page. And here you have in reverse composition, if you took this drawing and flipped it upside down, then you would have the head of the fish and the tail of the fish. And here you have this fish specimen swimming off the page on that side. And again, the title, Letting Many Things Pass, was another phrase from a hexagram from the I Ching. And it talks about the idea of that. And that's what these drawings are about, letting many things pass. In the summer of 2006, while traveling in Italy, I came across this vintage photograph of an Italian Navy submarine. It later became inspiration and subject matter for this drawing titled Deep Diver. Taking Gravity for Granted is the title of this drawing. In the summer of 2009, I photographed this courtyard in Venice. This image, and also the photo of the skydiver from a children's school book that I've had for many years, are combined along with other imagery to create the composition and structure of this drawing.